Here at Twisted Throttle, our Denali LED driving lights have a wide range of applications and uses, from long-distance vision at night to daytime conspicuity. We have a lot of packages that fit a lot of different motorcycles, including bike-specific mounts, plug-and-play harnesses, everything you can need for a complete installation. Now, in this video, we're going to look at LED driving lights for cruisers. This Star Bolt is a good example of a cruiser or urban retro installation. And with our all-black housings, the Denali lights blend in stylistically. At the same time, they cut a big hole in the darkness. Now here we're using our tube mounts on the upper fork. It's a great place to locate the Denali DR1 driving lights. Now these driving lights are great for seeing well down the road, but they're not quite as good for daytime conspicuity as the Denali D2s that we've mounted lower on the bike. Now again, we're using a tube mount to clamp to the Yamaha's frame. You could also use tube clamps to place smaller lights like the D2s or the Denali DMs lower on the fork legs if you like. The benefit, of course, they turn with the steering. Now generally, cruisers have little bodywork, so you're more likely to find a frame tube or part of the fork assembly that's out in the air and accessible for these mounts. Gives you a lot of flexibility. Plus, we have a number of bike-specific mounts that make attaching any of the Denali products to your cruiser a real piece of cake. So the last thing, let's talk about aiming your Denali lights. You start by aiming the lights directly forward. So to get there, measure from the distance from the mounted light to the ground, transpose that distance on a wall, say 20 feet from the bike. Turn on the lights and see how close you got. Now to make sure you're accurate, sit on the bike with a normal luggage load. You want to make sure the pitch of the bike is correct before you do any adjusting. You want to make sure the spot is right in the center of that dot. If you need to see left and right, you can drape a towel over one of the other lights to see how they're doing individually. The next step is to go ride. Now you might want to experiment a little bit with the aiming to optimize long-distance illumination or to maybe reduce glare for oncoming motorists. Remember that Denali lights with the narrow optics are meant for spot illumination, while those with standard or optional wider optics are really meant to cast a wider spread of light. Each is a compromise, but definitely better than your bike's headlight. So to see the whole line of Denali lights and the mounting options, visit TwistedThrottle.com.